Hello traders and investors, and welcome to another episode of The Week Ahead. I've got something really interesting for you this week. We are talking about movies. Now, I'm a movie buff. I love my movie digests. I love right from Forrest Gump to movies like Ghafla and even Shawshank Redemption. But we have movies in the trading, the finance sphere, even the Wall Street sphere, which I think every trader or investor should watch. Let's start with the first one. The first one is Wall Street. How can we forget this classic starring Michael Douglas as Gordon Gekko, famous for its line, "Greed is good." The next is Trading Places. We'll grow traders like they grow turtles in Singapore, said by Richard Dennis. This film is loosely inspired by the Turtle Traders, if you've heard of them. It's a comedy starring Eddie Murphy, who plays a homeless person who is overnight given a secure job and a millionaire's lifestyle. Want to know why? Watch the movie. The third favorite movie of mine is by far Wolf of Wall Street. What a crazy adventure of drug-filled, prostitute-driven and money-hungry life of Jordan Belfort. This movie is a comedy, but more than that, I'll keep you at the edge wondering what crazy feat he'll do next. The next is Ghafla. Now, if you've heard of Harshad Mehta, I'd written a nice article on Market Talk as well. If you want to know more about him, watch this extremely well-told tale. The acting and cinematography is a little mediocre, but trading fans will love this movie. Amazing. The last is Rogue Trader. This trader, after doing a series of unauthorized trades, loses billions of dollars for a bank. He learns a lot about life, trading, and himself. Looks like someone needed a money management plan in place. First, let's talk about two sectors and the week ahead, and then we can move on to Ask RKSV. The oil and gas sector. Oil Ministry will approach the cabinet regarding the possible deregulation of domestic diesel pricing. India has been protected with global parity levels, and this may change if diesel is deregulated. We'll see Reliance Industries and Essar Oil come into retail sales. Sugar sector. The government has raised import duty from 15% to 25%. Now, global players have cheaper sugar than domestic players. Sugar mills are facing a cash crunch in the domestic prices. Now, since they've slipped below cost of production, it will be hurting their profits. This move is good for the domestic market. Now, let's move on to Ask RKSV. The first question is from Raghavendra Reddy. What's your view on Marks and Pharma in the NSE? I've entered at 33. What's your outlook? Any exit targets? Well, my friend, you are making a 48% return. Now, this is not new. People make that sort of return all the time, but you made it in a very, very short time with the move explosion happening over a few days. You've got your money. The stock market, Marks and Pharma actually looks overbought at these conditions, and we will see some sideways for a long period of time. I don't think we're going to make newer highs. I would suggest exit and take your profit. We'll see a 2 to 3% move up next week. If you get that, I think it's time to exit this stock. The next question is by Sachin Abhain. Hey Prateek, is it good time to go long in Page Industries for a position trade? I'm looking at the chart right here. I don't think so. The chart is in a downtrend, meaning most players are selling. Why would you want to buy a stock which is going down? Instead, why don't you look at BHEL? Now, I know BHEL is not in the same sector, but if we close above 240, it will trigger a brand new uptrend. I mean, we need to close above 240 for this to be valid. If that happens, you will get a good return. It may not give a crazy return like Marks and Pharma or any other mid-cap stock, but it will be profitable for sure. So look at something else. I don't think Page Industries is a good investment right now. The next question is by Sheetab Tiwari. First of all, thank you so much, Sheetab, for being so thoughtful as to ask such a long question with something that we can actually answer. It was very well put. Hi RKSV and Prateek, could you give me a technical perspective on Aurobindo Pharma? The mid-cap pharma space is buzzing. That's your right. Well, what we see in the ongoing chart over the next few weeks is that this stock, Aurobindo Pharma, is a stock you can hold for as long as possible. These are one of those stocks that if you are long in right now, you should hold on as long as you can. If you want to keep a stop loss, you can keep it at around 747. The near-term target is 860. But remember, if you're trading weekly charts or long-term perspective, targets are for losers. Don't look at targets. Targets are for traders, for people who are looking for a week's or two trade. For you, I would suggest to keep trailing your stop loss. Keep it at 747. On the PE side, if you compare it to all the other peers of this company, we are actually trading at the lower level. So psychologically speaking, there is still some push that remains in Aurobindo Pharma. Keep holding, good stock, excellent movement up. Remember, patterns like this only form when FIIs are accumulating the stock over a long period of time. So when the move down comes, they buy again, and then you get a nice uptrend moving upwards. So Aurobindo is a good stock to hold. Next question, this is an easy one, it's by Mukesh. What is BTST? And there are a lot of question marks. Well, that basically means buy today, sell tomorrow. So if on TV someone says, give me a BTST call, he means give me a stock I can buy today and sell tomorrow. A little side note there, I don't think recommendations are a good thing. Look at analysis, look at your own plan, follow the plan, use discipline, and then you make your money. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have anything, please mention it in the comments. Any more movies, I'd like to hear about them. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next week.